Hi, and welcome to another episode of Boss Talk. I'm your host, Charla Bee. Today's episode is going to be short, and I'm going to be discussing fears and how to overcome your fears in business. Usually I'll have structured episodes where I prepare a list of topics, or I do a countdown and I talk about things in a specific order. However, for this episode, I'm just going to be coming directly from the heart, off the top of my head. Overcoming your fear of overcoming your fears. There's plenty of reasons why we fear things, and oftentimes fear protects us from making the wrong decisions or getting ourselves in trouble or worse. However, there's more often than not in today's modern world, fear is more of a psychological issue that often prevents us from being able to move forward with our goals. I was speaking today with a young lady that I just started getting to know and networking with, and she was telling me how she has a fear that she might not succeed in what she wants to do moving forward. She said that she often felt like she didn't know what she was doing in business, or she felt like she didn't know what direction to go in, and that fear prevented her from being able to move forward with her goals. For me, I feel like fear prevented me from moving forward when I should have moved forward a couple years ago. I mean, the timing, they say that there's a reason for everything, but I just feel like maybe fear is one of the reasons why I'm not where I am in the time period that I would like to be where I am. Fear of not being able to do it right, fear that I'll mess up, fear of doing it wrong, fear of looking stupid. But conquering your fear, my personal strategy for conquering fear in business and in life period, consists of 3 steps. The first step is acknowledging that fear. A lot of people try to go in and say, oh, it's nothing, or oh, I'm not afraid, or try to deny that they have a fear, when really the most important thing to do is to acknowledge that fear. Yes, I have stage fright. Yes, I have problems speaking in front of a group of people. Things like that. Yes, I'm afraid of being in a management position and having pressure put on me. Yes, I'm afraid of extra responsibilities that come with success. Yes, I'm afraid of failure. Admitting that you're afraid is the first step. The second step is not to try to eliminate that fear, but try to maneuver and use that fear. For me, one of my biggest fears is public speaking. Social interactions kind of make me nervous. I have a fear of speaking in front of people. I have a fear of the pressure for acceptance that comes with social interaction. So the fear of not having anything in common with people. So what I try to do to counteract that is I use that fear as fuel for whatever it is that I'm going into. For example, if I had to speak in front of a group of people, the first thing I would say is something like, I have a history of being an introvert, or I have a history of fear of public speaking. So it's a miracle that I'm standing up here today. Or I might crack a joke or use humor in some sort of way to push that acknowledgement out into the universe. And as I push that out, to me, it pushes out the fear itself. Once you have exposed it, now you have made room within you to replace that fear with confidence. Which leads me to my personal third step, which is to replace that fear with positivity, with affirmations. For For me, again, with the example of speaking in front of people, replacing the fear of public speaking with positive affirmations. I'm gonna nail this. I'm smart. I'm educated. I can do this. I'm good at this. I'm great at this. I can achieve this. I am the best. Even to go so far as to exaggerate. I am the best public speaker in the world, or I am the shit, or something to try to smother that voice of fear that's within you. And when you use these strategies in practice over and over again, you start to notice that it takes less and less work to get rid of the fear. Now, this is my own personal strategy, so I don't expect you to implement it exactly the way I do, but I really want to share it with you because I feel like it's helped me such a great deal. Even now, talking in front of the camera, freestyle, I'm still, a little bit nervous, but practice makes perfect. The first step, acknowledging I have a fear of speaking in front of the camera. I have a fear of speaking in front of people. I have a fear of this. Next step, acknowledging that outwardly. I express to you, I confess to you, yes, I have a fear of doing this, but here I am in front of you doing this. Step 3, overshadowing that fear with positivity. I can do this. I know I'm capable of doing it. So can do it. So can I. I can do this. I am successful. I am able to conquer this fear. I'd like to take the time out to ask my viewers and followers to go and vote for me in the Let's Unfold Centerfold competition, brought to you by Crown Magazine. This competition is my first ever competition entering something like this, so I'm really excited about the possibilities. The voting process is done by going onto Facebook.com and adding the group Crown Magazine. Once you've been added, you'll see a poll in the group where you can vote for your favorite model, and after you're done voting, you comment their name and picture with hashtag #CrownMe. This contest will serve to provide opportunities for up-and-coming models, as well as opportunities to present themselves as a brand and get their name out there. The top prize, cash prize, is $200 and a signing deal with Crown Magazine, as well as a feature in Crown Magazine as, of course, the Let's Unfold Centerfold. And this week's quote of the week is from Coco Chanel, and she states, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself." Thanks for tuning in. I'm Charla Bee.